Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another time together with the Chris and Mary Show. So glad to be back. It's been a minute since we've been with you, but we are back. And unfortunately, Mary couldn't be with us today, but I have a very special co host that I'm so glad was able to clear his schedule, his very busy schedule, to be a part of us today, and that is none other than Doctor, Pastor, Counselor,
Crazy, man.
so many titles. That's just a couple of them. That's just a few of them. But we are here today with Dr. Eddie Baltrip. We're so glad to have you with us today. Thank you for being able to be a part of the Chris and Mary Show.
I'm so glad to be here. Finally made it.
Finally made it.
Finally
made it. Yes, sir.
Listen, it's been a struggle
Yes.
to get here, to say the least.
But nevertheless,
I'm here.
You're here.
I'm
You're
here.
here, and
Yes,
we are
sir.
so excited. We're going to talk about your music.
Okay.
We are. We're going to do that later.
All right.
Our topic today, and what we wanted to really kind of put out, was bringing back COVID to the forefront. When we first started our podcast, we talked about coming out of the pandemic because we were at that point.
So we thought
So we thought we were coming out of the pandemic.
Right.
But here in the last couple of weeks or so, it seemed as though things are going back to tighter restrictions, possibly at some point. I think that's probably what we'll get back to. And you and I have had conversations
Yes, we
about
have.
this many times about COVID and how it's not over.
Right.
And we still have to be vigilant. We still have to be purposeful and being safe.
Yes.
So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about COVID and the importance of still being safe, still taking care of ourselves, still doing everything we can to remain healthy. There's so many stories and so many things about vaccination and about this and about that. So we're just going to talk and give information today.
Sounds good.
So I found an article, and the article is by Yale Medicine, and it's 5 things to know about the Delta variant. Since we are really focusing, and now our main concern is the Delta variant that has come about, that is causing the most trouble within our community. I got to take my glasses off to read, so.
Do what you need to do.
So, first thing that this article says is that Delta is more contagious than the other virus strains. It's more contagious. It went on to say Delta will certainly accelerate the pandemic. First Delta case was identified in December of 2020, and how the Delta is a variant of more concern, and that it is more contagious than the other virus strains. And I think one of the main things we need to remember is that when we get this type of information, it's not to be fearful.
Right. Not at all.
It's not something that we should be scared
It's
about.
just to inform us.
Just to inform us. Make sure that we're informed. Make sure that we know what's going on and what we can do to keep ourselves safe.
Exactly. Honestly speaking, I think that the government gave us a false hype. Basically, they were telling us it's over. We're coming out of this pandemic.
Right.
We're opening everything back up. And because the public, the people are so used to taking direction from people that put out these narratives, they believed it, and some of them, yes, just took it a step further. Oh, we're out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
We're out. I can be free now. I can go grocery shopping. I can go to the beach. I can go to clubs. I can go out and eat. You name it, amusement parks, without any type of mask or coverings. People stop sanitizing. Now, whether we're in a pandemic or not, I think folk need to just wash their hands.
Period.
But you know, some folk, they just stop washing their hands again.
That should be a given, right?
That should be a given. Listen,
Just
I'm
wash
telling
your
you,
hands.
wash your hands now.
Please.
Please, whatever you do, wash your hands, especially if you go to the bathroom. Now, wash your hands, you know. But I think that's what happened.
Yeah, we got really relaxed.
We got very relaxed, you know. I even feel like with certain businesses and organizations, they stopped doing their due diligence. You know, I noticed when I was going to certain places to pick up food, what it was like initially compared to the way it is now. Everything and everybody is really lax.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
it's over and things are back to normal.
right. But as we've spoken before, even off camera, we knew this wasn't it.
Yeah.
So we had to continue being safe in every way possible.
Every way possible.
Yeah.
So, okay, the article goes on to say that unvaccinated people are at risk. And regardless of what you think or feel about the vaccination, I think that science and the things that we are reading and the reports that we are given let us know that there is definitely something to it.
Oh yes. No
There's
doubt.
something to it.
No one can deny that.
No one can deny that vaccination in some way is some level of protection against the virus. So the article says unvaccinated people are at risk. It also says that Delta could lead to hyperlocal outbreaks. That means that a certain area next to San Diego, we're in San Diego, that is not vaccinated as much as another area can cause things to hop and skip and cause other areas to become more infected. Right. There's still more to learn about Delta. We don't know everything that we do know about this virus. So, I mean, we're still learning. Even more reason to be vigilant, protect yourself, wear masks.
That's right.
Do what you need to do. Wash your hands, like we've said before. All of it. Sanitize, continue to sanitize, all of those things. And the last thing this article pointed out was that vaccination is the best protection against Delta. And that's that article was published this week on August 8th. So this is very current. Once again, we just want to give information.
Yeah, definitely statistics do show that those have been vaccinated stand a chance at not getting the virus, or and if they do, that their symptoms are not as severe.
Right.
You know, however, those that have not been vaccinated, they have that right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That if they're not comfortable with it, then they don't need to be vaccinated. However, I am saying to everyone,
Yeah, look at every camera.
Everyone.
And tell them.
No matter what, vaccinated or not, you need to still wear your mask.
I agree.
At all times, especially when you're going to be out in the public amongst all kinds of people from different walks of life, homes, you know, jobs, whatever. And you need to continue to wash your hands and sanitize. And please understand this: sanitizing does not mean you don't wash your hands.
It's not one or the other.
It's not one or the other. It's just in case you
It's not a
can't make
pick
it to
and choose.
water.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying now? If you can't make it to water, get your hand sanitized and then, you know, take care of yourself. But if you can make it to water, I need you to wash your hands with soap. Now, I've seen a couple of variations of washing hands, and I don't know about this. Run your hands under and shake them.
Some people say 20 seconds.
Listen.
Somebody say sing
And
the
they
ABC
say,
song.
That's right. Happy
There's so
birthday.
many happy birthday.
Yeah,
There's
and
so
lather
many
up.
so many things you can do.
Right.
To make yourself safe. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, I think that's a very good point. No matter
Yes.
if you're vaccinated or not, make sure that you are being safe. Mask up if you can. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
So, thank you for sharing your thoughts about COVID and expressing the need for the continued vigilance to stay safe. So, let's talk about your music now. And the single, Try Him, that was just released a couple weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
Was inspired by the pandemic.
Yes, it was.
Am I correct?
Correct.
So, tell us about about that? What
I mean,
inspired?
what inspired me was really hearing the hearts of the people. And when I say this, y'all, even talking about it, it saddens me, but people were really afraid. They were fearful. They were hurting because they were losing loved ones or people that was close to them, whether it be in
Right,
friendship,
right.
co-workers, to the virus. And I just thought we needed some type of inspiration. And what better way to do it is to do it through song, and to really push the narrative that God is our only answer at the end of the day.
Right.
We use this cliche a lot. After you tried everything else, you tried Jesus, or after I tried everything else. Well, listen, ain't nothing else left. Ain't nothing else left.
Ain't nothing else left.
So we're telling you, he was the answer from the beginning, but we just came back to reiterate it that he's the only one that can help. And people, while sitting at home and some just being lonely
Yeah,
at times, needed some type of inspiration that the Lord will make a way somehow. We don't always know how He's going to do it, but we can trust that He'll make a way.
Absolutely.
Like a ship that's tossed and driven, battered by the angry sea. You know, it's an old hymn. But we just took it and put a twist on it, with hope that it would encourage and inspire others. Even added my own little verse. Even in this worldwide pandemic, my soul
Right.
get weak sometime. I figure at that point I was speaking for everybody. You know, because you even though you're saved and you know God and things of that nature, you start wondering,
Right.
start tripping
When so much
and
is
so
going
much is
on.
going on.
Right.
Your mind gets
Yeah.
to going. But was just hoping that this song would come to settle people's spirit, and like I say, to reiterate that their source of help and strength is from God.
Try Him.
Try Him. He'll make a way
That's
somehow.
it.
And while you're in the middle of it, praise Him. Listen, He'll make a way somehow.
it.
I tried Him for myself, so I'm testifying now. And I know that He will.
Okay.
So since I know it, I'm going to go on and praise Him.
That's it.
However you praise Him now. You know, some people, whatever. Praise Him.
Just praise Him.
Just praise
whatever
Him.
it is.
Right.
Well, okay. So we know that you are definitely the creative force behind fulfillment, and you have, you've done this for 30 plus years, and you've recorded several projects. This project or this single and this video was different because you had to do it during a pandemic, for one thing. So what was the most enjoyable part about this particular project, this particular recording and video production? What did you enjoy the most out of this, even in this worldwide pandemic?
Honestly, it was seeing my people, because I wouldn't see them for
Right.
weeks and months at a time, and that's totally, something is with fulfillment that
true.
we thrive on.
Being together.
Being together.
Right.
We love that
Yes.
fellowship, and to only be able to communicate through text, and then of course we did a couple of Zoom
Right.
situations. I could tell it was rough on the members, so I would say that was it. Just
able
being
to
able
come
to
together.
come together and see you guys,
Okay.
even if we were spread it out.
Right.
6 feet
Right.
apart.
'Cause
Sometimes
we were.
10. Yeah, we were. We were following
Okay.
protocol.
Yeah.
Sometimes 10 feet apart. But then knowing that you guys trusted me to come into those environments, and believe me, I had to make certain that they all felt safe.
Right.
So everything was sprayed down.
Yes.
It was wiped down.
Yeah.
All the food was
Pre-packaged.
packaged
Right.
and handed out. It was sitting a mile apart. But I think that was the most, I think that brought me the most joy, to be able to just parlay, fellowship, connect with you guys, and just to see you,
Right.
really.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
That definitely was a highlight of
Yeah.
our time, being able to see each other and
Yes.
come together and,
Exactly.
and do that. Awesome. Very good.
Yeah. I will say though, we've done recordings before. We prepared for them for 4 months. We record the night that night of the recording.
Right.
Then after that, we rest a little bit. We go back in the studio. We do some overdubs. So that whole process could probably take maybe 2 months at the most.
Right.
This took 6 months.
Right.
6 months.
6 months.
And I believe it was because we just wanted to make certain that everyone was safe. So whenever the numbers would shoot up, we would cut all type of production, and we'll go back into just trying to follow the guidelines that the state had set forth for us. But that was, I believe that would be the most funniest thing to me, that for 6 months I was trying to do one song.
Just one song.
Just one, not 6 songs. One song.
6
but
months.
it definitely was worth it because we got it done.
Yeah.
We did.
Yes.
We did it.
Yes. And you have a product that you can be proud
A
of.
product that I can be proud of.
Right. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do a music video. It may not reach the top 10. Somebody may only give me a C+ on it. I'm good though.
Right.
I did
You
it.
did it.
I did it. I will not die with that regret. I wish I would have.
Right.
I did it. We got it done. And as far as I'm concerned, it turned out pretty good, especially because with the conditions in which we had to work in.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Considering
that. So, yeah. You know what? I just want to go back to this real quick.
Yes.
COVID, just in general. I think I'm going to run for president.
Okay.
When Biden's term is up.
So that's 2024.
Listen.
Correct?
Listen.
Yes.
We need direction.
So we got what? 2 years? What? 3 years?
3 years.
Okay.
Listen, we need some
We do.
direction.
We do.
I have said this many times, and then you guys are through with me with this show. If we would have gotten a national order
Yes. From the get-go.
from the very beginning,
Yes. From the beginning.
and that order should have been carried out by every state and city, barrio, whatever you want to call it, island,
borough,
whatever.
Yes.
And we would have went on a total shutdown. I mean, a total shutdown. No planes flying in, no planes flying out. I believe we would not have lost as much people as we did.
I agree.
I really did. That part hits
That part.
me
From
so
the beginning,
hard.
if
From
we
the
had had some
beginning.
national, universal standards.
That's it.
Things would have been different.
It would have been different. But allowing each one of us to do as we think, feel, and please, man.
That's why we're back.
That's why we're
where
back
we
here.
are. I keep trying to wonder and figure out, why is it taking America so long to get this pandemic under control?
And we're supposed to be the greatest. Okay, that's another
That's a whole
show,
nother
right?
show.
Okay.
But 2024, we can look forward to your presidential
That's right.
run. Okay.
That's
Now,
right.
do you have a campaign slogan already picked out for your time?
I do.
Okay. Awesome.
I do. I'll share it with you on the next show.
And that's it. They're going to end on that point right there. Thank you, everyone that has joined in for this time together. And now we have the pleasure of viewing and showing you the video presentation of Try Him by Eddie Baltrip and Fulfillment.
With all of the pressure and the pain that's going on in our world right now, here's some hope for you. Come on, family. Preach. The winds are blowing. Feeling like I'm gonna lose my mind. But then I begin to speak to my soul. I know you get a little weak sometimes, but know is making a way out of no way. What you got to say, A1?
Bobby. Yeah. Even in this worldwide pandemic.
My soul gets a little weak sometimes. Listen, y'all, but when
Every time I try to do the right thing. Then I look up in the sky, and I cry. God, why? God, why?
but I begin to be encouraged in my soul, and I tell my soul to be patient.
Yeah, come on, yo. Yeah,
For God is gonna turn it around for my good.
all you gotta do. Yeah,
It's gonna work in my favor.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, man. Yeah, yeah.
Sopranos, what y'all got to say? About to take it to another level. If I could just encourage you right now that your protests have not been in vain, for God is gonna turn that thing around. Come on and put those hands on it. Come on, the Jew.
Come on, everybody, yeah. Praise the Lord, oh. Lift your voice, give God some glory.
Come on, we about to take this thing up
Come
another
on and
level.
lift him up higher.
I feel my help coming, y'all.
Oh,
Come on, altos, where y'all at? It's in my wake season that I've become stronger. You see, I was built for this. Hey,
oh, yes, he will.
I believe in God.
Show you all the praise. Go ahead and give him glory. Lift your voice and say hallelujah. He alone is worthy. Give the Lord glory. Lift him up higher. Praise him. Praise the Lord.
Where my fellas at? I know y'all got something to say. For his resume declares that he'll come through every time.
Oh, you are.
Somebody need to make a move right here. Why don't you try him? I can guarantee that there is no failure in him. We ain't done up in here. Where y'all at? Now come on and walk it out. That's it. That's it. I tried him, y'all. And I found out he'll never let you down.
Thank you once again, Dr. Baltrip, for allowing us a chance to view and show the video.
Thank you.
It's awesome. I had a great time being a part of it. I'm so glad that the work came together and we have such a wonderful, wonderful product. So yes, if you have not gotten the single yet, Try Him by Eddie Baltrip and Fulfillment featuring LaJune Thompson. Please make sure you go to all digital outlets, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, all of them, and download it. And go to YouTube to watch the video once again. Also, please make sure that you follow us, The Chris and Mary Show. We are available on iHeartRadio, Player FM, Amazon Music, Google Play. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.